cool cats and kittens? Ken here from Cerberus USA. Now this week's video we're talking about improving your press by using bands. Now when we push press and press overhead in general, we can do a couple of different things. We can do, for a couple of different things for accessory work. We can do tricep work, we can do stability work, we can do direct shoulder work. But when it comes to actually improving your push press, we need to have massive leg drive to actually overcome the weight of the bar and drive it to lockout as quickly as you can. Because the big thing with push pressing is that we don't want to drive and catch here and have to lock out. We want to be able to drive as hard as we possibly can and force that bar to lock out without any other, struggle, so to speak, be it a lockout struggle, stability struggle, blah, blah, blah. Now, when we can do that is using bands. And the reason we use bands is that a band has something called an elastic response, and that's why I like using this over something like chains. And basically what that means is that as the band stretches, it's pulling you back down to the ground. You've got the gravitational component of the bar weight, and then you've actually got the elastic response here, whereas in something like chains, you only have that gravitational component. So, to set them up, super easy. We're just going to pop these bands off of here, pop the bands off the band, and we're going to take the band, and I like having this is just a 25-pound plate. I always warm up with a 25-pound plate on the bar just because it's nice and light, I can drive hard into it, and basically prime myself neurologically to be driving hard right out the gate. Now, to set up the band, we're literally being super simple. Now, we have band pegs in this rack. The one thing I will say is that basically before you put the band on, walk out the bar, get your set, know where you want to be, and then look where you are compared to the band peg holes. And what that does is it allows you to then have a vertical band path, vertical bar path, vertical band path. Basically, that way when you press, you're not having the band pulled down this way or pulled down that way. You want it as vertical as possible. Now to set it up, we're just going to take the band, put it around a band peg, and we're coming straight up into here. And that's it set up. Now, if you want to use the same band, but have a bit more resistance to it, we essentially want to shorten this band so we can take it off. We can have it on a second peg, which is behind here, and then going under the first. And now you've essentially shortened that band. So now you have more resistance in here. So let's just reset this quickly. And this is us set up to press. Now, like I said, scoot through here. Like I said, you want to have a vertical path as much as possible, because that way when we press, again, like I said, it's not pulling you away, and it allows you to drive super hard. Now, you're literally pressing the exact same way as you would a regular bar. The only difference is that you need to remember you have the bands on there, so you press harder. Press as hard as possible. So we're just going to walk it out. So get in there, walk it out. Like I said, I know where I'm at for a vertical band path. You're going to brace really hard, get your air, and drive it as hard as you possibly can. And you can see, this is not that much tension, and it's forcing me released already. So, these are our 21mm Cerberus resistance bands. For me, that's perfect. If I go any heavier and like thicker, what then is going to happen is that when I drive here, I've not got enough leg drive to then lock it properly. Like the elastic response becomes far too great, and it just forces me down. I can't lock it out. Anything less, I don't feel it. I don't get the benefit from it. A lot of this is we have the elastic response to overcome, but then a lot of it is a neurological component as well to increase your force development. So that's how, for me personally, without any other assistance work, just using bands on a regular exercise, you can help build it. And they're super easy to take around. You can have this in any gym. You don't have to have a bunch of chains or special stuff. A couple of sets of bands or a couple of pairs of bands, and you're all set. So if you have any questions about the setup or anything else, any product questions about bands or anything else we sell, please let us know. And until next time, catch you later.